Casey told me I can't get caliper covers for the Jeep too.
I did tell him that.
Guy, it's a fucking 6-cylinder Jeep. What the?
That's exactly
What the what?
I told him. I verbatim said, I said no, and he's like, why? I mean, because it's a fucking 6-cylinder Jeep. And he's like,
If it's a 6-cylinder Wrangler, maybe.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I feel quite the opposite, actually. I feel like if it was a Wrangler, I wouldn't even give it a thought.
No, it literally, he was like, well, I want to make it my own. I want it to be one of a kind. I'm like, then you shouldn't have gotten the exact same white Jeep that your cousin drives.
Wrecked.
He didn't have many words for that.
over here.
He didn't have many words for that.
When you see the Jeep in person, you will say, okay, I understand a little bit why you're looking at the things you're looking at.
I mean, do it. It is
It is not just a regular Jeep, because mine has dual exhaust. And I have yet to see...
This one?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's recording. Okay. This one.
I think so.
I
There's
have
video
yet
on
to
there.
see another Jeep Grand Cherokee with dual exhaust.
Yeah,
that's
that's
not a
recorded.
V8. So
Okay, so somebody put dual exhaust on it.
I'm guessing so. Also, I have all black everything as far as trim goes.
Well, that's cool. Like, go with that.
Yeah, go with
Do some
that.
trim
That's what I'm going with. That's what I got.
Okay, it is a Jeep though, so the more subtle it is, the better it's going to look. If you go way over the top,
know.
it's not going to look very good. Okay,
Dude, are we
I have a
recording?
yeah, we are. We're totally recording.
Okay.
You went way over the top.
Way to introduce the pod.
You went way over the top with the red Charger. Right?
What?
Well,
You went
Yeah,
over the
somewhat,
but you
somewhat.
can with the Charger
Well,
because it was a
and
red
the Charger was the
You
first,
can't- yeah.
so it's like,
you
you know,
can't do things to
there's
that
like-
extent with a Jeep. You got to do more subtle type things.
Yeah.
Like
I did much
Or-
less to the red Charger than I did the Daytona.
okay, the Daytona is something that you can go over the top with because that
the
was a V8.
for sure.
It had
yes.
it already had some of the stuff,
It's
so
a
you were
hot
basically
car
just,
to begin with.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
totally
It didn't have
Yeah.
anything to begin with.
okay. You know what?
Whatever.
It's like reasoning
Whatever.
with a man with a bottomless checkbook over here. Like,
Exactly. That is pretty much what it seems like. I'm not gonna lie. Also, at
Your
some
words,
point
not
during
mine.
the pod today, if we're actually recording now, I have a surprise. We have a surprise segment featuring Casey that Casey does not know about.
Oh, what?
Yes, we do.
Well, all right. We probably should introduce ourselves.
I'll start this at
welcome,
some point.
everybody.
So I have no idea where it's gonna be in the podcast.
All right, there you go.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for stopping in. We are occasionally coherent. And this week, it was quite a different story getting the pod off the ground. It was sort of seamless, per se. I am Captain Kriegs, here with my... give me a second.
I think you and I are gonna be absolutely floored the one day that he has the adjective just ready to go right away.
It ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna
So,
happen.
yeah, that's
but that
just
one day that it
Wow.
does happen,
Right, yeah.
we'll just be like,
Dude, my random adjective generator is spot on today. I am here with my cheap co-hosts, Goose and KC.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll own it.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree on that one.
There you
for
go.
Sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Although Casey was not being cheap when he came down here to visit in Iowa, but
I mean, I was pretty much basically broke
Anyway.
even. I sold a bunch of cards and bought a bunch of cards. Collector
okay.
cards,
True.
though.
Yeah,
Not-
that's
I
true.
wasn't
That's
buying
true.
for like
Investment
use.
purposes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
yes. So
Okay.
anyway, we are occasionally coherent. We're here to kind of talk about whatever the hell we want. What's the goings on in our lives, and try to make some sort of sense at some point. But as
At
you
some
heard,
point.
we were
Yes.
talking vehicles, which I know most people will be like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, exactly.
But that is for good reason, because last week's news about vehicles was a little on the sad side, and I was in mourning. This week is quite the opposite, as I have acquired a new vehicle for. Yeah, we are celebrating.
There you go.
Careful. Careful.
We are celebrating. There is a new vehicle in my garage. Well, it's technically not in my garage right now, but I bought myself a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude. It is up on my Instagram. Shameless Instagram plug at Captain Kriegs. Go check it out. I will say,
if he's nice enough to actually send me a link to it, I will post it in the show notes. But he never has when I've asked. So.
Oh, well, there you go.
How fucking hard is it for you to get a link to my Instagram?
I don't have Instagram, so it's pretty difficult for me to get
You
it.
don't have Instagram?
No.
I have Instagram, and I'm an old guy, for crying out loud.
No, I do not have Instagram.
Or maybe
I probably
that's
should.
Maybe that's why.
I probably should. I think it would be a worthwhile investment to make one, like maybe for the show, and then we can post highlights of the show.
Actually.
But like, that's a lot of work. I'm already struggling with
that. Is a lot of
video
work.
as it
that's
is,
true.
So.
Instagram is a lot of work, period. Like I have an Instagram account, but I don't go out there.
And the Insta?
It is a lot of work. I mean,
yeah.
Take my word for it. I've tried to basically turn my Instagram into like a car Instagram, right? And it's a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot that goes into what you post, what you hashtag, what you caption, all that kind of stuff. Like, it makes a freaking difference.
Yeah, I suppose.
The amount of likes you get, the amount of, comments you get, all that stuff. It's pretty crazy. I'm pretty small beans, right? As far as, an Instagram account. Like, I have like 420 followers or whatever. But,
right.
And then you sell your car.
Anyway. Yeah, and then I sold my car, right? As I was getting going. But I haven't lost many followers because of that, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, did you break
I
the
was
sad
gonna
news
say
to your followers?
Yeah, I posted it on Instagram.
Okay. I didn't know if you did.
I was gonna say though that the photo that I took of the Grand Cherokee and edited, I'm very proud of the edit that I did on it. I would say it's in my top 5 photo edits of all time that I have on there.
Wow.
I really, really like the photo that I took. And I've really learned that I seriously enjoy editing photos of cars. It's just so much fun. It's like, it's relaxing to me. It's something that you can be really proud of, and you see like instant results with it, right? Like, you can. Sure. And you can always, like, if you mess something up, you can just take it off, right? Like, you're never punished.
Never punished. There you go.
So, but anyway,
so
sorry.
Is that Photoshop then? Or what do you use?
Yeah, Lightroom.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, I use Lightroom. Nice. It's the free version because you can't just, like, buy a subscription to Lightroom. You have to buy a subscription to like the whole fucking Adobe Studio.
Oh,
yeah, and it's like
spendy.
Yeah, right. It's like $60 a month.
You could try like GIMP. That's another one that has like all of the same tools.
You could try fucking GIMP.
It has all of the same tools as Photoshop. It's actually what I use for a lot of the stuff that I've done, like the logo for the podcast and that kind of stuff. I did all of that.
I don't know if Casey is in a position to recommend software at this point.
That's true.
Yeah, no
that's
kidding,
true.
Right? But
hey, I got episode 45, so not last week's episode, the one from 2 weeks before that. I got that one posted and edited yesterday, and I started the other one, and then I ran into the same issue that I was having before, but I figured out what the cause of the problem was, and lo and behold, it's because iPhones shoot a different format of video than everybody else. So I have to convert it. Yeah, I have to
deal with that on that Mac that I got from Captain Kriegs.
So
if I load a picture on there from my iPhone, the format of the picture is such that I cannot use it as a JPEG.
Right.
I have to change the file extension or whatever.
So
big hassle.
Yeah, so I figured that out. I just didn't get around. I was a little frustrated with it when it didn't work again. So then I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop for now. But I will get episode 46 posted. I have it all like literally ready to go. I just need to basically compress it and upload it. So
this is 47 then?
this is episode 47, yes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So should we do something? So episode 50 might be in person. Wait, if we go next week, 40, 48, 49.
Yeah, episode 50.
50 could be in person.
Yeah.
Dude, we could like literally have the whole fam damly in person if we wanted to.
Probably.
Could do like one of my favorite all-time SNL sketches. Have everybody play a character on a Christmas card commercial type thing, and everybody sings the commercial. That's like one of my favorite all-time, with Phil Hartman as Frankenstein.
Yep, he's Frankenstein.
Kevin Nealon is Tarzan.
Yeah. No, isn't he Tonto?
All time. He might. No, I think that's Levitz.
Oh,
yeah.
John Levitz.
John Levitz.
Yeah, he's so funny.
That is so awesome.
Yep.
I just love Phil Hartman in that.
Yeah, we'll have to put our we'll put our heads together and figure something out for episode 50 for sure.
Yeah,
it sounds like a good time.
So now seems like a good time to have like a surprise segment with Casey.
Oh God.
All right, so I'm gonna tee this up. A while back, and I can't remember why, but Casey and I were shopping.
Okay.
We visited downtown Menominee. We went to a couple of the game stores there, and then we stopped at, where did we stop? Well, besides the antique place that had the stereo stuff, where else did we stop before we left?
There's a candy store that has a bunch of candy from around the world.
The candy store.
Okay.
So, in my hot hand,
oh God,
I have a piece of candy. This was candy that I got at the candy store on a whim. That is from overseas. It is called mochi.
Mochi.
Okay. Matcha mochi.
Okay.
And I bought this because I was looking for like a green tea type candy, which I've had before, which was really good. This is not green tea candy. It is something different.
Okay.
And I would like for this episode of Occasionally Coherent for Casey to open this and eat this piece of candy and describe the candy.
Okay.
All right.
Toss it over.
All right.
What?
You have to be descriptive here so that people that are listening can understand what you're doing.
If this is like wasabi or something like that, I'm gonna be upset. No, I won't be upset. That'll probably be pretty good, actually. Okay. All right.
Well, what? Describe the package.
Okay.
And the.
It's like a weird feeling plastic, so it's got pretty basic print on it. It's like striped with green. It's can't remotely read the ingredients. It's vegan.
There it is, vegan. Yes.
But can't remotely read any of the ingredients. The plastic,
it's
I don't know,
smallish.
Yeah. It's like
candy,
a little
like
round thing. It's kind of squishy. I could squish it through this if I wanted to. All right.
Green in color.
It is green in color. It's like a not fully like translucent clear, and I can kind of see it through there, and it's definitely not green through there. It looks like it doesn't look like a fun color. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. All right, I'm opening it. I just tore it open. It's almost like doughy, Captain Krieg's. Like it's doughy, and it's almost got
almost like gummy kind of.
Like it's got like flour around it almost, like to keep it from. I'm not gonna smell it because I feel like that might ruin it, right?
No, you can smell it.
Okay,
that's fine.
I can't. It doesn't smell like much. It doesn't smell like. I don't know. It's weird. All right, I'm gonna take a bite of it.
All right, go for it.
Got a weird texture.
Okay.
It's almost like a bean type texture.
Yeah, kind of.
Bean.
Yep. Yeah. It wasn't bad.
No, but it's very strange, isn't it?
Yeah, that is weirdly strange. Here, I'll try and get it on my camera. I can't tell what I got, but like that's like what the inside of it looks like. It's got like a brown filling. Captain Krieg's, I'll kind of show you on camera here. So it's got like a brown filling.
What the F? That looks disgusting.
Yeah, it really does look disgusting.
It's leaving kind of a weird film in my mouth. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like bad though. Like
it's
I'm gonna
not,
take
it's
another.
not
I'm gonna
terrible.
eat the rest of it. Like I was worried. I was like, okay, it's gonna be. I'm like gonna spit it out on the floor or something. I'm assuming you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait until after I eat the last of it to tell me what it is. Then
no, I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody out there knows what
matcha
mochi is. Yeah. Actually, you know who might know? Actually, my wife might know what this is.
She might.
I'll have to ask her.
Yeah. It's weird, man.
That's weird.
It's like really weird. It's like a big old booger. And then, but then like that's like the texture though. It's like gushy and you know.
It's like a not as fun gusher.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a not as fun gusher.
It's weird, man. It's just plain weird.
Yeah, that's a.
It's green tea.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but like the filling, it must be like
that's literally what it's supposed to be. Yeah,
it's
got like a bean in it. I have it pulled up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. It's green tea.
So
mochi.
anyway, I knew that it looked weird enough and that the description was non-descriptive enough that we could at least get like a little bit of a segment on the pod for having Casey try it. See, that part of the thing that some of the listeners maybe don't know is that Casey has a reputation in our family for being the guy that likes hot stuff. And I knew that based on the color, the fact that it was kind of green, that he might think wasabi.
Oh,
and
yeah,
think
right
it was
away.
like,
I was like, this is a wasabi candy, and that's going to be disgusting.
Exactly. So I figured I'd kind of set him up for that, but actually not have him like... I'm sure he was thinking he's going to have a burning tongue and stuff.
Well, once I saw
like
the bean stuff, I was like, okay, there's gonna be like some like spice in there or something like that. Like it's gonna be like a subtle, you know, how they make like candy and stuff like that has a little bit of like a hotness to it for whatever unknown reason. I was like, okay, it's gonna be something like that, but it really wasn't. Yeah,
it's just not terrible.
The flavor was fine. The texture, that's one, and I'm not normally like, oh, I can't get by the texture. Type of guy, but that's one where I would have a hard time getting by the texture. Like I'm not gonna seek that out as a candy for me to enjoy.
Me neither.
But it's good. Yeah, that's very good.
There you go. So the next time I'll bring in one that looks like it's gonna be nice and sweet, and it'll be like super spicy.
Right, exactly.
Dude, I've been watching this dude on TikTok that does like sour candies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And like I'm a big sour fan.
Yeah.
Like I love sour
yeah, you guys
stuff.
always like that stuff.
So like
I don't know. I'm not
like,
a huge fan of it.
I'm like low key interested in trying like a sour challenge.
Yeah, I would do that. I mean,
you guys could do it.
So like you've seen like the one chip challenge and stuff like that. That I'm not about that. Yeah. I mean, I probably would try it, but it's not like something that I'm gonna seek out or anything like that. Yeah. But I'm with Captain Krieg's. Like I would do like a sour challenge for sure. I love like overly sour things. As far as like spicy foods, like you said, I do like spicy foods, but there is stuff that I'm like it's unnecessarily spicy.
We definitely had the infamous ordeal at Famous Dave's.
Yeah,
with the spicy stuff.
Oh my god! I'll never forget that.
The thing about it though, so those wings, I've had them since that day, and I've been fine with them.
Wow. Okay.
So that
I thought it was the burger that got you.
Well, it was
there a burger that got me?
It was like devil's spit.
It was the
barbecue sauce.
It was like a limited time. Like at that time, they only had this spicy barbecue sauce or whatever. It wasn't because the devil's spit. Like I have a bottle of that sitting in my fridge right now.
Okay, maybe it was.
But it was something else. But I've had those wings because they had them again when I was going to school. I had them since then, and I was like, okay, I don't know what my problem was that day, but I can
Definitely had a problem that day.
That was rough. I was sweating. My eyes were burning. Like that was.
I remember the waitress coming to the table and saying, "Do we need anything here?" And I'm like, "I think he might need a glass of milk."
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that too.
Power
That
to
was
that
so
glass
funny.
of milk for sure.
I literally tell that story to people when they talk about like liking hot foods and stuff. I literally tell them the time my brother met his match at Famous Days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend actually in the Illuminati that his voice is strained. Like it feels like he's really stressing when he talks, and it's kind of a strained voice, and it's because he ate something super hot and it literally like wrecked his vocal cords.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you say that like ketchup is spicy to him now?
Yeah, now he like can't handle anything remotely spicy.
Maybe I got to be careful.
Yeah, you gotta watch it, man. You gotta watch it. I knew somebody else actually from next town up the road, Spring Valley, that had that issue too.
Isn't it like the Scoville rating or something like that, as far as the hotness goes on stuff? Yeah. No,
you guys ever watch that show, The Hot Ones?
Yeah, I
on
love.
YouTube?
They do an awesome job with that
Dude,
one. I
that
remember.
shit is
Is that
so
the one where they line up
entertaining.
like 10 of them and they have a celebrity?
Yeah.
And they talk
Yeah, they
or whatever?
interview them
Yeah,
while they're
while
eating
they're
hot
doing it.
wings. Yeah,
That's
the
pretty
one
good, yeah.
the one with Shaq is my favorite because
Dude, so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shaq is so funny.
The interview guide actually does a really good job, I think, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and what a great like marketing thing. That guy's probably
Yeah, no
worth
doubt.
millions now after
Yeah,
all of that.
I'm
He's
sure.
got his own hot sauce. I think they actually put the show on like network TV and stuff like that too now.
Well, and I think he syndicates
cable
those
TV
lists too, because he curates like the lineup, and then I think he can he takes that lineup and then he like markets that as like one of the lineups or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, because I've seen them somewhere. I've seen like where you can buy like the
the hot ones. Set up. Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
Yep. Yeah.
But no, actually, like as far as hot things go, Miami Marcus, you guys know him.
Oh, yeah.
He went to Vegas a few years back, and he brought back Carolina Reaper beef jerky, and tore the label off of it and brought it to one of our. We always hung out like every Saturday.
Yeah.
He brought it over and had us all try it.
Oh my gosh.
That actually was pretty good. It didn't bother me too bad. Like it was hot, and like I wasn't gonna eat a ton of it, but it wasn't terrible. It was very good flavor. But then once like the hotness set in, it was like, okay, I don't need any more of this.
It was all over.
But yeah, so yeah, I've definitely had my share of those moments for sure with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. I like spicy, but as you guys know, if it gets too hot for me, I get the hiccups. So it's like, can't do it.
I can't do spice.
Yeah, I know Captain Krieg's is as white as
And
they
I'm
can be when it
ridiculed
comes to
for
spice.
it all the time. Jesus Christ.
When we were actually down there last weekend, friend of the program, Chris was trying to get him to.
Oh, really?
Trying to get him to do it. He was like, dude, let's go to Walmart and get the one chip. Let's try it.
Oh my god.
He was on my ass about doing that goddamn one chip challenge thing.
That was so
Saying
That's
like,
awesome.
like, oh, you're not like you're not a little bitch if you can't handle that,
Yeah.
or I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever.
he was
It
trying to
ridiculous.
like almost, I don't know, like just trying to like muscle him into it, and Captain Chris, no, not doing it. Just not doing it.
Dude, I
No,
totally
it's like-
forgot to ask a super important question about that weekend too.
What?
Did Captain Krieg's and friend of show Chris ever get into a wrestling match?
No.
What?
Wow.
What's going on there? I need
Wow.
some backstory.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't remember
me too.
where we traveled. We were traveling somewhere. Might have been Denver. And you guys like got into a little bit of a wrestling match. And of course,
I mean, that makes
show
sense.
friend of show Chris is a wrestler.
Oh, I didn't
Was
know
a
that.
wrestler.
Was it? Well, yeah,
Was a
wrestler.
good wrestler.
Has moves.
Did he
Let's
kick
just
your
put
ass?
it that way. I don't know
Well,
if he
so-
necessarily kicked his ass, but he had the moves, and of course, Captain
was
Krieg doesn't know
close.
the moves.
I don't know the moves,
But
right?
Captain
But like,
Krieg's
I
has
have a
the
lot of
size.
natural. Yeah, I have a lot
Yeah.
of natural size, and I do have
And
quite a bit of
athletic
natural
ability.
athleticism.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So like, I remember me and Casey actually had a high school class together.
Yes.
And literally one morning, it was like first and second period or something like that. And one morning it was like we just decided like we were just gonna fucking wrestle for 2 hours. So like we brought out the wrestling mats and everything.
Well, and so the teacher was our football coach, right? And he used to be the wrestling coach when our school had wrestling. So he was like, okay, you're gonna split up.
So it was supervised.
Yeah, he's like, you're gonna split up in pairs. So he paired guys around and like, okay.
Oh wow! Like,
and so he paired me with the other biggest guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will say I kicked ass. But holy shit, is that a workout?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was because it was a workout class. That was our workout for the day for sure. We were all like,
right. So it wasn't just like we were wrestling for the sake of wrestling. Like it was our activity.
Yeah.
But like also it was fucking wrestling.
Right.
So. But yeah, I remember doing that. Like right now I can't even imagine I could go a minute. Like there's no way I could last a minute. Right now, I'm way too fat and out of shape. But back then, like 2 minutes was a lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, when you're in wrestling, it's kind of like the same thing as basketball, where like you go from football to basketball. It's a different kind of conditioning, just like wrestling is a whole different kind of conditioning.
Yeah, you're using different muscles.
Oh yeah, yeah. Plus, you're going as hard as you can go for like a full minute, 2 minutes. Yeah. Where, you get that a little bit in basketball, and then in football, it's like you're going hard for about 20 seconds.
Yeah. We can get the wife going on wrestling pretty good.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
that's true.
She loves high school wrestling. She was a cheerleader in high school, and when in the wintertime they would cheer for the wrestlers, and it's like her favorite. Like actually, a couple years after we graduated, we went to the state wrestling tournament because she loved it that much. And yeah. So she goes on and on about it all the time.
I wrestled in high school.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird experience for me.
Yeah, that's right. I dragged you guys to a couple of wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to a couple of wrestling.
Me?
I know. I dragged you to one.
Oh, I know. I went. Yeah, I went to one or two.
Yeah,
probably a couple. Yeah. But I mean, I wrestled in high school too, so I know I know wrestling pretty good. Yep. I got the moves.
Oh yeah, Grandpa is he was a wrestling.
He was a coach. Yeah. Yep. Grandpa Goose. He was coaching a wrestling meet when I was born.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Heard that story a couple of times for sure.
Yeah, they called the school because back then you didn't have cell phones, obviously. Right. And told him he was a father.
Yeah. So, well, not to change subject here, but and it's just kind of came across
the ticker
as I was scrolling here. December 22nd is the Matrix Resurrections release date.
Dude. Whoa, I forgot about that. Dude, there's actually a couple movies I want to say.
I know.
Dude,
The Matrix.
Are we going on the 22nd?
Yeah.
You're going to be here,
I'll be
right?
home. I know.
Dude, are you going?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going.
Dude, we got to go.
We have to go, yeah.
Like it
Dude.
My thought is that it's probably going to be terrible, but like you got to go on principle.
I mean, it's
I don't think it's going to be terrible.
It's still the brothers, right?
Wojciechowski or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they're not brothers anymore.
They're definitely not brothers. One of them is not a man.
Yeah.
Not to be intolerant or say there's anything wrong with that, but they're not brothers anymore.
But I mean, my point is they do good work.
Yeah.
Like, I would be surprised if they put something out that's crap.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let me see if I can find who the directors are.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Actually, I just watched they dropped a new trailer for it today, and I watched it. So, yeah, I'm definitely excited.
They dropped a new trailer today?
Yeah. The end of the year has got some interesting stuff coming up for me because we got Spider-Man, We got Matrix. We got Book of Boba Fett dropping on Disney
The
Plus.
King's Man.
The King's Man also comes out
King's
on the 22nd.
Man, I saw that too. Yeah.
And then The Witcher
Yes,
season 2
it is.
drops
Nice.
By the way.
at the end of the year as well. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that. Speaking of TV, I've got 2 shows that I've been watching. And I literally haven't been able to find anybody else that's currently watching them. I know that they're talked about, but nobody within my circle.
I saw the message on
yeah,
that.
nobody in my circle is watching them, so I have nobody to talk to about them. So I'm watching The Mayor of Kingstown. It's on Paramount Plus, and it's starring Jeremy Renner. It's fantastic. I recommend it to literally anyone.
I've
it's so
heard
awesome.
that it is really good.
He is
Wow.
like he obviously he does a great job as Hawkeye, but you don't it's
Right.
Marvel movies.
Yeah,
You don't really
It's
get to see
Right.
their
It's kind of a
acting
linear
skill.
role, right?
Yeah.
You don't see their acting skill on display in a Marvel movie.
Right,
You
yeah.
get to see Jeremy Renner's acting skills on display in the show, This Mayor of Kingstown, and it is fantastic. They're already 5
I saw
episodes
the
in.
previews for it when I was watching. What the heck was I watching? Oh, I was watching Dan Brown book.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Lost
That's
Symbol.
Yeah, that's on Peacock as well. But so I've been watching that. New episodes drop every Sunday. I'm assuming they'll get to 10 episode first season, something like that. It's very, very good. The first episode, shit hits the wall quickly.
Wow.
And it's just all right, I guess that's the way that we're going with this, and it's just escalated from there, and it's really, really good.
Wow.
Captain Krieg's, I don't know if it's quite your type of show, knowing the kind of TV that you like to watch, but Goose, you would probably really like it. I would still recommend you watch the first episode, Captain Krieg's, because it's Jeremy Renner, so I think that you will like it.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm
not
sure I would.
quite your type of show.
Yeah, I'm not
based off what you normally watch.
when things are too serious and too real life. I'm not really about that.
It is pretty serious and pretty real life, so
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
yeah.
So
And then I've also been watching. I started watching. I know they're on season 4 or 5 now of it, but I started watching Yellowstone.
Oh yeah, you were
with
telling me
Kevin
about
Costner.
that. Now, could I
Dude.
get Mama Goose to watch that or not?
You might be able to get her to watch it. It's a western.
She likes Kevin Costner.
Yeah, it's a western, and it is I'm not even through the first season yet, and it's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so good. I'm hooked. I was hooked after the first episode, let's be real. But it's really good, and I know nobody else who's watching these shows right now. So if you're watching these shows and you want to talk about them, let me know, because I want to talk
Get
to
up,
somebody
Casey.
about them, because they're really good.
Nice. Here
They're
you go.
very, very good.
Have you watched all of Ted Lasso already?
No, I got
Dude,
some of
that's
season 2
a
to
great
finish
show
up.
too.
Yeah, that is very good. Me and the wife are watching the morning show on Apple TV as well. That's pretty good.
how's that one? It's got Steve Carell in it.
It's not what you think it is,
Nah.
for sure.
Yeah, I know that it's actually kind of serious.
It's more than actually kind of serious.
Oh, it's
It's
really
like-
serious.
That's
Overly serious?
A little bit. It's a little.
Oh.
It's for I really do like it, and I enjoy the spend the time with the wife watching the show and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
There are times where it's a little over the top, where it's come on,
Really? Huh.
But it does hit. There is some very real life stuff that it hits, and I do enjoy when there's shows or movies that have those real life messages, and they're meant to make you uncomfortable because they're supposed to make you think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So they do have some of that, which is really good too.
Yeah.
I don't remember what else have I been watching right now.
Me and Lem are watching Inkmaster.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, that's right. You said you binged it last night or something?
Yeah, we stayed up till 1 o'clock last night finishing season 3. Well, because we both, I like tattoos. I have a couple. Casey has a couple, and Lem actually has one. We got him in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And when people say they're addicting, it's true, because it is
Yes.
addicting to, once you get one, you're already planning the next one, right?
Yep, 100%.
And so I thought that she might like that show, and the first 2 seasons were on Netflix or something like that.
Yep.
And we watched them, and then it was oh, well, the next 2 are on freaking Paramount Plus or whatever, and nobody has that. Well, turns out that Goose and Mama Goose have
Yeah,
that.
Mama Goose had the hookup for Paramount Plus. I learned that quickly, and I was like, you wanna toss me that login?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, right, exactly. So
of course,
we got
Mama
that
Goose
now, and we basically binged the second half of season 3 last night, and my plan was to just watch that tonight, but here we are recording this. So
wow,
Get
sorry to get in
wrecked.
your way.
We're in the way of,
I don't know,
what is it?
Inkmaster.
Inkmaster.
What is it even about? Like I've heard of that show before, but I've never watched it. Or anything.
It's
Like, what is it
basically
even about?
like industry names in the tattoo industry from around the country. They like get together in New York, and they each week they have like a different like attribute of tattooing that they get tested on, and then like they have to tattoo random people or whatever, and then they get judged on it and all this kind of stuff.
Interesting.
Like they like tattooing under pressure. Like the first thing of season 3 or 4 now that they did, because we watched the first episode of season 4, they before they even let the contestants go to like their clubhouse or whatever, they had to tattoo convention style, which is like
Yep.
Yeah, where you just like tattoo everybody that comes to your booth, right? And so that it's like super high pressure. Like, you know, do I tattoo as many as I can, or do I do 2 really good ones, and all that kind of stuff? And then they have like time constraints and all that stuff.
Yep.
So it's pretty entertaining because I hate to like say it like this, but the type of people that are tattoo artists tend to also not have super great attitudes all the time.
They
think
they
is
tend
the
to be
most politically
yeah.
correct
I know what you're
way
saying.
to
Like
say
it's
that.
Like, are they crabby?
So, not necessarily crabby, but just almost cocky and
confident.
confident. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So like they feel threatened easily.
Oh.
So
Okay. Confident
So
yet
it's kind of
insecure.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like it's a lot less scripted than a lot of like reality competition stuff is.
Yeah.
Cuz there's like cheap shots thrown around all the time. So it's kind of entertaining in that way. But that's what me and Lem are binging right now, and itching to get back to that, so hurry up.
There you go.
What games have you been playing lately? I know for sure a game that Goose has been playing a lot of lately because he's a child
Yes.
at heart. But
Yes.
Captain Kriegs, what have you been?
I've
spending your time on?
basically been spending my time playing Far Cry 6.
Nice.
It's phenomenal. If anybody is a fan of the Far Cry franchise and you haven't picked up Far Cry 6, it's so good. And I think a big part of that is because the villain is played by a real life actor who is a freaking amazing actor. In Giancarlo Esposito, he plays Antoine Castillo, and it's just so entertaining. There's so much different things to do. And yeah, I bet I've got almost 40 hours of gameplay, and I'm not done with the story. I'm probably like 80% done with the story.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
about
and I take my time. I don't like rush through story, right?
Speedrun.
But I've been really, really enjoying that. Lem's been playing that as well. And then I've basically been supplementing that with the game that Goose has been playing.
Yeah.
All right, let's have it, Goose.
Shining Pearl.
Yeah. Pokemon Shining
Pokemon
Pearl.
Shining Pearl. Yeah.
Nice.
New game.
Yeah.
It's a new old game basically.
Remake.
Yeah.
It's a remake.
It has pretty much all the same attributes as the old game. Super grindy early, and then like lots of fun stuff late. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. The fun part for me is that I'm getting mons that I didn't have in my home application, and if I ever want to get the big full decks put together, I'm gonna need some of these. So yeah,
There you go.
no shinies yet, even though I've been playing for quite a few hours, but We'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Have you played the Diamond
I've been
yet?
playing a little bit of Diamond. I'm on like Gym 3.
Yeah.
So I maybe put 10 hours into it about.
Yeah. It's super grindy, man.
Yeah, I remember how grindy that first.
Yeah, until you get to about like 5 or 6.
When I first got
Gym 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Then it can be as grindy as you want at that point.
Right, then you get to travel around a little bit more.
You can do, yeah.
Yep. So I'm I was grinding through, or I've played a little bit of that, but other than that, my computer has actually been exclusively used basically for video editing and that kind of stuff lately, more than video games. I've played a little bit. I was actually playing, me and a buddy played some Total War, Warhammer 2 last night, which is a pretty big game, and I haven't had a computer that was capable of running.
Is that like an online Warhammer game?
No, it's it's kind of like a Civilization.
A
little bit, but you also can jump into the battles and control the battle. And I hadn't had a computer that was able to handle that up until recently, and so finally, after a couple of years of it literally just sitting in my Steam library, I jumped in and played some of it last night for a few hours, and I'll probably actually jump on and play a little bit of it tonight yet again too. So, but other than that, I've been watching a lot of sports. I try to catch the Thursday night games now when I can.
Yeah, I've been
Monday
watching
night games.
that too.
We record on Monday nights, so I kind of just follow along with the score. I literally have it up right over here. And Sundays are pretty. Actually, I watched some college football on this last Saturday. I hadn't watched a ton of it this year. I watched some of the Badger games and stuff like that, and then
Go
Sundays
Big Blue.
have been. Was that?
Go Big Blue.
Go Big Blue. That's right. Big Ten champs.
I was very satisfied with the outcome of that game.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay with that since.
Especially because if fucking Iowa would have won that game, I would have ended up punching some random dude on the street.
Well, the thing about it is, if Iowa wins that game, there's no Big Ten team in the college football playoff.
That's true too. Yeah,
I mean that too.
Iowa ends up as maybe the number 6 team, 7 team,
6 or 7. Yeah,
they don't. They lose out on that.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't have been in the top
playoff.
4.
Yeah, then Notre
sure.
Dame's in the playoff, which I didn't want that to happen.
Right. Yeah.
But
we don't.
Although I was kind of I kind of wanted Notre Dame to get in just to go against Brian Kelly. That would have been really funny. Team that he left before the playoffs were even announced, and they make the college football playoff. That would have been pretty funny. But
that would be funny.
So I watched a little bit of college football on Saturday. That was a good time. I watched a good majority of the Big Ten championship game. So
yeah, dude, don't sleep on the Badger basketball team this
year.
Yeah,
there's been some good college basketball.
Right?
They could be good. They got some scorers.
Big Ten's
year.
got some good basketball going on.
Purdue's
Minnesota's
number 1, right?
Yeah, Purdue's number 1. Minnesota's going into conference play undefeated for the first time in a really long time.
Yeah.
Iowa State's relatively decent again. Michigan's always good. Michigan State, both those teams always seem to.
Oh yeah,
they always seem to.
The thing is in the Big Ten you got all these great coaches.
Yeah,
and that's what it takes.
Well, and they've been around for a long time too.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah. So
Marquette should be good this year too. So
yeah, that was from
a Scotty perspective.
I didn't catch the game, but I watched a lot of the highlights of the the I-90 or I-94 rivalry.
I-94, yeah.
The 94 rivalry game. So that's always a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, other than that, I think that's kind of all we got this week.
We're standing between Captain Krieg's and the Inkmaster.
Yeah,
so.
we probably. How long do you think?
Exactly.
How long do you think we could delay it before he finally gets irritated?
Dude, we could just sit here and start BSing, like really piss him off.
He just ends call, and just logs off.
He's just like, "I'll see ya." Cash out.
You guys can continue. No, that's all right. I think that we'll have a really good episode. For the 50th, we'll be in person.
Yeah.
I think I've said that I have plans to be up in Wisconsin over the holidays for a while. I know both Goose and Casey are planning to come to Iowa yet this year, as well as Smelly Cat is going to actually be traveling to Iowa.
Right.
Oh, is
I
she
think for the
coming-
first time
Is she
in
coming with
over a year.
for Spider-Man?
No,
No,
she's going to be
she's
there
coming down at
before
the
we're
beginning of
there.
that week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
She has to come back because she has to work that night.
oh,
Yeah,
sure,
so-
sure.
yeah,
I was hoping I
so-
could convince her to watch Animals. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
We
we've got some in-person time scheduled, and we'll come up with something good to do while we're in person. First time in person on video, I believe.
yeah, you'll have to cram
Wow.
onto the nasty Oscar the couch with the goose over there.
Yeah, it's
Oofda.
all right. It's all right. People can really get a look at how fat I am now. So.
I was just telling when we were setting up the cameras earlier. I was telling Goose like, I gotta adjust this because you look really small on camera. So
He does.
He
He's
does
like a
look
small,
really-
shriveled up
So
old man.
And part of it was like the angle that I have. So I had Goose's
Well, and
angle
part
should
of
be
it, like, I
adjusted a
can't
little bit.
sit up straight.
Yeah, I know.
on this couch. It's
I
like
know.
it's. I mean, it's comfortable. Don't get me
is a
wrong, but it's like
comfortable couch.
not like proper. Like
Yeah,
it's
an old couch.
All right,
you know.
I'm going to watch Inkmasters. We'll see everybody later.
See ya.
See you, everyone.
All right, I'm good.